What's going on, everybody? This is Proper Jeremy, and today I'm going to briefly go over everything that happened a couple nights ago in regards to Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy, along with something else that happened regarding me and John Campea, but we'll get to that in a second. So late on Wednesday, it was reported that Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy was no longer happening, and Screen Rant reported on this specifically, and they said, according to a new rumor, Star Wars The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson is no longer set to direct his formerly planned trilogy of Star Wars movies. Johnson is said to have chosen to step away from the Star Wars franchise in order to focus on other projects. The Last Jedi was the middle entry in the Star Wars sequel trilogy by Disney, which will conclude this year with Star Wars Episode 9, directed by The Force Awakens, J.J. Abrams, and we pretty much know the story from that. And they said that it was developing, and the source was SuperBroMovies. Now, for those of you who don't know who SuperBroMovies are, don't worry, I didn't know either. It seems as though they're an up-and-coming news outlet organization run by a young staff, let's just say. And maybe they just heard something from the grapevine and they decided to just jump on it and report it. Or it's a very brilliant way to just have their name out there to a lot of people. A great way to kind of spark interest and get people to click on their website, which reportedly worked. You know, a lot of people check them out afterwards. But anyways, it was soon updated to Rian Johnson confirming that the trilogy was indeed happening. They were originally reporting on a rumor that Rian Johnson was stepping away from his Star Wars trilogy. The director himself has confirmed that that isn't true, pretty much with a tweet saying, "No, it isn't true. I'm still working on the trilogy, with all due respect to the movie bros, who I'm sure are lovely, kind bros with good fraternal intentions." Okay, so that was a great way to get all of our hopes up, just for no reason, really. It just kind of was random. Just for a brief moment, I had this sense of excitement that yes, our voices are finally being heard. Disney has taken the right steps. But no, it wasn't true. It wasn't true. What a sad day. And SuperBroMovies put out a statement saying, "We wanted to take some time to apologize to anyone we may have offended or angered in our reporting tonight. Simply put, we got wind of a huge rumor, and after reaching out to confirm with other journalists, we ran it, with the rumor being that Rian Johnson was no longer attached to his own Star Wars trilogy. This is in no way meant to imply any sort of hostility or negativity towards Mr. Johnson or his recent film, The Last Jedi, as even many members of our team are big fans of the film, myself included, and were disappointed at the possibility of the news. As we are still a young and growing site, we will learn this lesson in journalism and continue to work on our engagement with our community and even filmmakers themselves. We also want to apologize to Rian Johnson and offer nothing but support and excitement for his future films." Yes, and I hope when he says future films, it is not the Star Wars trilogy that he intends to make. And then Rian Johnson responded by saying, "No harm, no foul at all, guys. Thanks. I think the rumor game makes fandom funner." Funner? Funner? Are you fucking shitting me right now? It's bad enough I have to read your stupid tweets. Now I gotta read your... that's not even a word! Are you... Calm down. Calm down. Overreacting is very improper. You know what's more improper? Words that don't exist being used in tweets by quote-unquote writers. You'd think they have a better understanding of the English language, but no. No, not in this case. Most improper. Well, in addition to that nonsense, John Campea took the time to tweet out, "I personally have no idea why Rian Johnson would even want to do another Star Wars film. Love or hate The Last Jedi, there was simply no excuse for the vitriol abuse he took from fucktwit fans. Something that made all Star Wars fans look like cousin-humping, basement-dwelling losers." Wow. Classy. Well-spoken, John. So well-spoken that you deleted the tweet. Then he tweeted out, "Well, that rumor got squashed pretty quick." And I took the time to say, you know what wasn't squashed pretty quick? This tweet you deleted. People don't forget. And when I tweeted that, it wasn't really an attack at all. It was just simply a statement saying, listen, like we saw what you said. We don't really like you categorizing a lot of people like this. especially undeserving. And then he replied to me saying, I stand by it. The only reason I deleted it is because I decided I wanted to talk about it on the show tomorrow instead. But by all means, please spread that truth around. And my response was, I look forward to it, and I appreciate you taking the time to respond to me. May the force be with you. And some people might say that I backpedal on what I was saying, or I was being a little bit too nice to him, but honestly, I don't care that much. I have no ill will towards the man in any way. I'm just saying my piece, and I'm just saying what I think, much like everybody else. And it's kind of strange that he thought that I was just spreading around that truth. That truth. So I don't know exactly what you mean by that truth. I don't know exactly what you're implying, but I'm not here to spread around any agenda. I'm not here to really do any of that. The only thing that I'm trying to do is just voice my opinion, and I stand by it, much like you stand by yours. And on your show, I did notice that you, John Campea, did discuss it a bit. And I noticed that you left out a few key words from your original tweet, which I thought were very important to the message. However, you did not feel the need to say that or repeat it on your show. Gee, I wonder why. It seems as though you do stand by the message, but you don't exactly stand by the wording or the phraseology, the terminology that you used, the way you phrased it, etc. And listen, I really don't have anything against John Campea. I don't know the man. While his tweet did seem a little bit condescending, that's pretty much it. I mean, and the fact that he said that he was talking about spreading that truth, I mean, I guess what he's referring to is my perception of what his tweet was referring to, but in all honesty, I'm not entirely comfortable being lumped into that category, much like I don't feel comfortable being lumped into any category. I just speak for myself, I have my own opinions, and that's it. And I don't really understand where he gets off thinking this way, but that is what it is, and that's why I responded the way I responded. I'm just a civil person on the internet sometimes. I can get a little snarky, but that's about it. I don't go onto Twitter or YouTube to have any sort of conflict or drama that I don't really feel the need to get into. And I don't have any personal vendetta against anybody at all. That's just the kind of person I am. But aside from all that, that's the basic rundown of everything that happened. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, do leave a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, go ahead, leave a thumbs down. It's totally fine. We're cool. My feelings aren't hurt. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Hit the bell for notifications. The next Council of Jeremy's will be tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so I very much look forward to that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.